we're looking at 10% inflation. We're looking at 10% inflation. I mean, because the 9.6 is through November. So we're looking at 10%. And, all of the surveys are saying that wages is a big part of that, and it's not going to go away. And we cannot fix any kind of supply chain issues without higher wages. We're not going to be able to do it. So the administration is supposedly going to propose changing some rules to, number one, help supplement the trucking industry and the driving schools, and in order to, get more people in the business and incentivize companies to help them out as they raise their wages. So that's all inflationary. Everything I just said is inflationary. So I don't know. We're not.
And to hear Powell directly say that he doesn't think that the increase in wages is contributing to inflation, that's just disheartening.
Well, you can't say that at the same time as say that things really weren't transitory, which he already said last week. So then if they weren't really transitory, what's making them permanent? What's giving them sustainability? And if it's not wages, what is it? Because
he said the pandemic was the initial cause of all this inflation.
Yeah. It kind of was, but not directly. I mean, it has hurt the labor force. But I think government policy, and he was very adamant about this was not a government policy issue. So adamant, it made me think that he was told to say that, but adamant that this was not government policy. This was fiscal policy. It was what the government was doing. It was all of that. Because you can't say, well, it wasn't policy. No, it was the lack of policy. So I guess you could say, well, no, I wasn't lying. I said it wasn't policy. It was. No, it was because they didn't do anything. Well, it's the lack of fiscal policy. So in the end, at the end of the day, being December 31st next year, at the end of that day, we're going to look back and say, failed government policy, failed administration, failed administrative policies, on and on it goes. Spending out of control, misspending what was spent. Remember, we haven't gotten into the misspending phase yet. We just got the spending approved. And I guess maybe there are analysts and certainly politicians that are naive enough to believe that it's going to get spent on the things that they said it was going to get spent on. That's a joke. It's going to bail out states that are near bankruptcy. That's one of the first things the infrastructure money is going to be used for. And that's not counting the $2.5 trillion that we just passed. So it's not going to get used the way it's supposed to be used. And it's going to get used up far quicker than 10 years. Maybe nobody's thinking about it. I don't know. But inflation's going to be here for a little while. Hey, remember to click the subscribe button right here on the screen. And don't forget to hit the notification bell so you'll be notified when new content is added. And more importantly than anything, you don't want to miss all 3 live hours of Financial Issues every day from 9 to noon. And you can watch it on FISM.tv. That's FISM.tv.